Today at the Élysée Palace, Bernard Cazeneuve has always been one of the favourites, if not the favourite, for the job of Prime Minister. Why? Firstly, because he's experienced. He previously held the position. He was also the Interior Minister of Francois Hollande during the Paris attacks, and that means that he could get the backing of the right wing and the far right. They could at least decide not to vote against him in Parliament. Why also is he a good candidate? Because he comes from the left. He used to be a socialist. This before he decided to leave the party after he disapproved of the alliance with the radical left France en bad of Jean-Luc Mélenchon. And that creates some problems, because will the new Popular Front, the left-wing bloc, decide to support him? That remains to be seen, even though there could well be some cracks within that bloc, notably with many socialists and maybe Green Party members, MPs deciding to vote for him. And one last point, and it's important, he shares, Bernard Cazeneuve, with President Emmanuel Macron, huge distrust for the radical left. He will presumably decide not to govern with the radical left if he is Prime Minister, and that's an important point for Emmanuel Macron, who says that the radical left, just like the far right, are extremists.
And Emmanuel Macron is also meeting today several sort of big figureheads in French politics, including two former presidents, Nicolas Sarkozy, and also Emmanuel Macron's former boss, Francois Hollande. So why is he bringing these people together?
Yes, Emmanuel Macron is going to meet first with Francois Hollande, the former French president, the man who brought Emmanuel Macron into politics, who named him economy minister. But we do know that the relations between the two men aren't very good after Francois Hollande and his entourage feel that Emmanuel Macron betrayed him. Still, he is coming here to meet with the French president, and for Emmanuel Macron, it's a way maybe to assess the situation on the left, see who within the left-wing ranks could support Bernard Cazeneuve. Are there significant cracks within the Socialist Party? Because, you know, the new Popular Front said, we don't support Bernard Cazeneuve, we want Lucie Castet to be Prime Minister. Will that change later? That's an important question. Later this morning, Emmanuel Macron will meet another former president, Nicolas Sarkozy, from the right wing, of course. Nicolas Sarkozy has been campaigning, been saying to Emmanuel Macron, listen, you need to pick a right-wing prime minister, because when you look at the past snap elections, well, the majority of the French people voted for the right, and especially remember the record number of MPs for the far right. And that's why maybe also Emmanuel Macron is later meeting with Xavier Bertrand, who's again a right-wing figure. But if you ask me, Oliver, the favourite today clearly is Bernard Cazeneuve. Xavier Bertrand, a possible alternative, but it will be interesting to see what Emmanuel Macron says to Bernard Cazeneuve here at the Élysée Palace. What kind of negotiations are ongoing, what kind of talks, what kind of points of agreements and possibly disagreements come up.